Okay, we're rolling. Are we? Yeah, we're rolling. Okay. So it's Feliz Natal, happy holidays, and Merry Christmas specifically. And Namaste. Yeah, I just wrote a three-part. I wrote a three-part message in that way, reflecting my focus on an interfaith Christianity. I began to share in. I guess you'll never see that if I don't share it now. I've been preparing my presentation here. I'm an interfaith Christian, right? And I support and I advocate an interfaith progressive Christianity to really. I've identified and worked through all the issues it turns out, as I respond now to anti-theists. I've sort of opened up the door and had this wonderful understanding and insight that in religious terms would be called a revelation. It's an innovative idea in academic terms that, gets it basically advances the whole thing since Carl Jung's very spiritual psychology called transpersonal psychology to some extent. But the best part of it, that would be the best side of it. Along with other things like what I refer to as O.C. Simonton, MD's book, Healing Journey, back from the 1980s already, that included medically attested, medically impossible healing processes, psychosomatic medicine that go beyond, that involve spiritual religious testimony that helps, along with other stuff. The Catholic Church has got quite extensive records on their own, in their own format, in their own category. And Christian Science is another one that was already used by William James back in his days, back around 1900 or so. And Craig Keener has a major academic work more recently, 2011, the original massive work, apparently, among others that are on the internet that are fun to watch. So that's sort of for, because I know a lot of progressive Christians are sort of secular materialist, like Chris Hedges, a great activist guy, but when he refers to God, it's like this concept. It's a very conceptual, he's using it kind of seems to as some kind of murky, but almost functional kind of entity, but largely conceptual kind of notion behind a progressive activist, generally activist concept of Christianity and so on. So, but I go to interfaith progressive. So I go to I bridge to Gandhi and what he demonstrates and what his interfaith Christian Hinduism mixed plus spirituality shows by his individual example and biography, and that has been very well supported for me and my version of his stuff. That gets into a Unitarian Universalist interfaith stuff, but with a very spiritual orientation, spiritual practice orientation, spiritual religious focus, multidisciplinary. So taking liberal arts and sciences and elevating that into, and recognizing that needing a multidisciplinary philosophy, an actual discipline that needs to be named to manage the interrelatedness of those fields. I had one guy responding when I mentioned multidisciplinary. He responded with interdisciplinary, and so it's like, well, yeah, but it gets a mouth. It fills up. How do you say? It becomes a mouthful, right? With all the big language that's necessary to get these simple things straight at this point, but. So looking good. Here's happy Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas in the British sense, Happy Holidays, and Namaste, and Happy Hanukkah. It was Happy Hanukkah at some point there, if it's not still, with the 8 candles on the menorah and all that good stuff. So this is a slightly new version, man. That's gotta love it. I'm still looking for some big support, but in my fundraising. But hey, this is the way it goes. So let me just. Yeah, all right, getting that new lick down. So where does love come from? Merry Christmas, everybody. Water Pistol. Where does love come from? Water Pistol is the subtitle. So this goes over Constantine. It goes from Constantine to Charlemagne to Francis of Assisi and a large cast doing a nice survey of history with a spiritual, religious awareness. Here we go. To take woo, and what are we doing? I'm going from woo to wow, or something like that. And Constantine was a Roman military commander's son. His mom had went on a road trip, seeking the mustard seeds on his true cross. Love with the love, like helping a homeless little lady's rainbow gang in a soup kitchen. Now tell me, where does love come from? From a pat in the back, a kind word, a mother's touch, tough nails, a bear hug, or a kiss on a bun. With a multicolored coat and Bodhi tree and the mustard seed, son, you can just shoot love from a water pistol, no need for a gun. Yeah, where does love come from? Learning to help a homeless little lady's rainbow gang in a soup kitchen. Where does love come from? Hey, hey, hey. Now Charlemagne was the major king of the Franks who loved Hildegard, a mother and astronomer who died in childbirth, so Charles had other wives. Now feel the pain, turn it into wisdom like Charlemagne, who called the book loving monk Alcuin of York, in the spirit of the leading schools after he conquered the remaining local tribes. Woo! Okay, working on that. Now tell me, where does love come from? From a pat in the back, a kind word, a mother's touch, tough nails, a bear hug, or a kiss on a bun. With a multicolored coat, Bodhi tree, and the mustard seed, son, you can just shoot love from the water pistol, no need for a gun. Hey, where does love come from? Learning to help a homeless little lady's rainbow gang in a soup kitchen. Yeah, where does love come from? Hey, hey, hey. Now Francis of Assisi's that so-called, but in fighting like a soldier, Francis got sick and had a vision of Jesus the Son, Good Samaritan in Tandamiano, that also inspired his friends there to do good. So Francis hit the street, Arrivederci and the sea. Then came the reformers, Aquinas, Martin Luther, George Park, and March Bell, seeing the end of life, and before Reverend MLK and young Scarabito, few people expected to hear how Gandhi with his guitar literally value Buddha's brilliant Bodhi tree and Jesus' mustard seed that brought divine love to Gandhi's tree. Hey, now tell me, where does love come from? From a pat on the back, a kind word, a mother's touch, tough nails, a bear hug, or a kiss They call it cold Bodhi tree and a mustard seed, son. You can just shoot love from a water pistol, no need for a gun. Yeah, where does love come from? Learning to help a homeless little lady's rainbow gang in a soup kitchen. Yeah, where does love come from? Yeah, where does love come from? That's where love comes from. Right? Yeah, we could just say Jesus. It's Christmas. We want to honor him. But clearly, we need to make clear the reach that Jesus has had and how that has resonated with so many good people. We got to get past this, the emphasis on the one phrase and the few phrases that are about me, a miserable wretch. You know, we've got to understand, we've got to love ourselves, man, to get past the negative stuff. It's bring the kingdom, it's praying to God. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. We're never going to get the kingdom of heaven on earth with a focus on, without focusing on the love thy neighbor as thou lovest thyself, to put it in those terms. That's where understanding Jung's legacy, I've just started emphasizing an image with him a little bit more, to emphasize that point a little bit more, as my songs generally do. As you'll notice, I'm sure you're paying close attention to my music and their lyrics. So, all right, Merry Christmas to you all. Happy holidays. Namaste. In the modern spirit of Jesus' legacy, his living legacy, his wonderful, loving, just in spiritual integrity, through education, through modern education. And let's spiritualize that secularism, shall we? That's what I'm advocating. So that's what my song is about. Hope you like it. Hope you liked it. And all the best to you and yours. Ciao for now.